And my next guest is on the line right now, just taking a break from rehearsals for us. He's about to star in Jesus Christ Superstar. He came from Australian Idol to Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Apprentice, Wicked, Ghost, you name it. This man's done the whole lot. He's toured, he's recorded, he's been in Greece, Hair, Legally Blonde. Oh, I'm out of breath. And we've caught him now. Right in the middle of rehearsals, he's taking a lunch break and he's on the line. Rob Mills, nice to have you back with us, pal.
You too, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, you?
I'm highly emotional at the moment. It's a grueling process, production company show. With two to 3 weeks of rehearsal.
Yeah.
Where we usually have the luxury of about 4 to 6 weeks. So production company likes to keep a tight ship.
Well, this is your first with the production company, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is a real honour, especially to be a part of the greatest rock musical ever written. That's my opinion.
Well, you're playing the greatest man too.
Well, yeah, JC. Yeah, he's big sandals to fill, I think.
I like that, big sandals to fill. Did you work on that line overnight, did you?
Just going to be there.
Well, that's very, very good. All right, forget the shoes, just take the sandals. All right, much sand around the stage?
Not on this production. We have a big rake though, but a different kind of rake.
Different kind of rake. A bit different to playing in Ghost, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but both shows actually, though, you could draw the parallels of grief, I suppose, and the sense of loss.
Yes, yes.
I mean, Ghost, obviously, you're watching a ghost sort of watch his partner go through the grieving process, and the grief doesn't really happen in this production until the very, very end. There is no resurrection in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar, which I think is part of the reason why it was so radically placarded by the nuns and the priests years ago when it was first released over 30 years ago. They were saying, this is blasphemous. There's no resurrection, and Jesus doesn't willingly give himself onto the cross. And I think it's a wonderful interpretation. Andrew and Tim Rice have done such an incredible job. They wrote this when they were about 21 or 22.
Really, that young?
They were both living in the same dormitory at Cambridge, studying music, and they wrote this at night time after class in their beds, across the middle section of their dorm to each other, and wrote this production.
How incredible is that?
And what a long-lasting legacy the show has itself.
My word, you were talking about the nuns and the priests and so on there earlier on in the 1970s, and I remember when the movie came out, they wouldn't go and see it; they just banned it. Yeah,
they banned it, but I think the story is. If we need to preach anything these days, whether you're religious or not, it's Jesus' teaching. I'm not a religious man. I feel like I'm a spiritual person, but he preaches love and respect for one another. And I think in our social climate, political climate that we're in at the moment, if we need love, it's this show. It's to tell us that we do need to keep preaching love.
Yeah, you make a lot of sense. You really do. Your next job is going to be as a preacher, obviously.
I don't know what my next job is, mate. I'm an actor, remember?
That's right. Aren't preachers actors? So you put on the cloth, put it around your neck, and off you go. Collect a few bob as you go. Oh, we shouldn't do that. Tell me, you said that it's very grueling for the 3 weeks of rehearsals. What is it like taking on the role, though, of someone like JC? How hard is it?
With this production, especially the few weeks of rehearsals, I've been researching a lot, reading bits of the Bible and watching films and reading text. And he's just as I said before, regardless whether you're religious or not, I do believe that he was a man who did exist. There's no way that you can't you can have that many stories written about you if you're made up. I do believe in all forms of religion there was a man who preached love and compassion, and so it's kind of it's daunting, and there's a lot of weight that goes with it. There's a lot of the actors on stage that are asking a lot of Jesus, and I know we're acting on stage, but that is taking your energy. So it's kind of I'm pretty exhausted at the end of every day at the moment.
That's what I was getting at, as to how exhausting it really is for you playing that part, because it must be exhausting. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Andrew has written a incredibly high score for Judas and for Jesus.
How do you go with that?
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of singing lessons, just really preparing my voice.
Right.
So it's ready to go for the eight shows a week.
So you're sort of singing up in your head voice, are you?
Yeah, a lot of sort of belty falsetto, really big scream rock belts around the A's and the B's.
Right.
I think Zoe, who's playing Judas, has got a lot of C's. If anyone listening don't know what I'm talking about, that is... No.
That's very high.
Yeah.
I play piano, so I know how high you're going to go.
Yeah. It's a top C over a CC, I think, something like that.
Now, when they stage these, of course, it's a beautiful setting they do. It's not as if you're going to go and see a full production of Jesus Christ Superstar, but it's done so well. Is the band on stage with you?
Yeah, so we've got, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I'll say it anyway. I've seen pictures of the stage design. It's sort of scaffold, sort of rustic kind of...
That's good.
Industrial kind of vibe.
Yeah.
The band will be up in the scaffold.
Right, right.
And there's quite a big rake from the bottom, like at the front of the stage, right to the back.
Yes.
So if you're at the back of the stage, you can see all the way down. And it's quite a powerful position at the back. But yeah, the band will be on stage. I think it's an 11 or 12-piece band. 2 electric guitars, which I'm loving because I came from...
Well, you play guitar, don't you?
Yeah, I play the guitar, and that's why I grew up in cover bands, singing Foo Fighters and Pearl Jam. And
so do you say to the guys in the band, come on, give me your guitar, I want a bit of a riff here, eh?
Yeah, mate, turn that up to 11.
Good on you. Good on you. Well, you're in a good theatre to do it, aren't you? Rob Millsy, what's coming up next for you, mate?
Mate, I'm about to actually start a tour after this. A show from London. It's called Putting on the Ritz.
Oh, so fantastic.
Songs of Gershwin, Irving Berlin, Cole Porter, and there's a dance troupe that have come out. They've been touring the UK and Europe, so they all really obviously know the show, and I'm coming in to sing in the band. So think sort of Dancing with the Stars dancers, those legit amazing ballroom dancers.
Uh-huh. Well, you've had that experience now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I said to them, if you need me to join in any of the numbers, please don't. No.
You did well.
I think I did okay.
You did.
I still like to blame Todd McKenney for his bad judging of me. Helen said I was the best dancer, even though I was kicked out second.
Well, you wonder why the show's gone off the air this year, don't you?
Well, there you go, yeah.
Good on you, Todd.
Yes, that'll tour for about a month, and then I go up to Brisbane and do a play called Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, yes. That was down here in Melbourne at the Alex Theatre last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gee,
I'm taking over Ian Stenlake's role.
Oh, you're taking Ian's role, yeah.
Because he's joining the cast of Mamma Mia when it opens.
Because it's coming back, yes. Well, you've got a great show there too. Now this one with the Ritz that you got down here, is it coming to Melbourne, is it?
Yeah, it'll be at the Crown.
At the Crown, at the Palms.
And I think it's in Geelong, and I think also in Bendigo if you can't do it in the date. So that's not too far.
Yeah, sounds really good. Pal, I'll let you go and have some lunch now before you go back on to rehearsals. Rob, we'll see you at the after party on Saturday week, and I do wish you well, pal. Listen, tell me one thing. How did the crucifixion go with you?
We haven't staged it, but we're still in week 1 of rehearsals, so we'll start that next week.
Oh, I'm dying to hear how you...
I've actually got fake blood on me right now. They're testing it out, so I'm terrified. I think people that have seen me in musicals before, yes. Whether it's Ghost or Grease, Legally Blonde, sort of fun-loving kind of musicals. Yeah. Obviously the latter. But I think this will leave audiences asking questions and feeling quite despondent in the end. It's quite a dark but beautiful piece all at once. I really hope, and I really love what Gail Edwards has done. She's an incredible director.
She is indeed.
So I hope people will definitely come along.
Well, she was involved with this before, wasn't she? It's not her first time at JC Superstar.
No, she's been with this project with Jesus Christ Superstar for years.
Yes.
I know she's directed on the West End and on Broadway. With Anne, she tells great stories of Andrew Lloyd Webber, which are hilarious in rehearsals, which we're all loving. But yeah, she also won an Emmy for directing it, directing Jesus Christ Superstar a few years back, about 17 years ago.
She knows her stuff, doesn't she?
She knows the stuff, and she's really passionate about the piece, which obviously filters down to the whole company.
Robert starts on the 29th of July, just a couple of weeks from now. Goes to August the 13th, a fantastic run at the State Theatre here in Melbourne. The bookings are 1300 182 183. 1300 182 183. Rob Mills, thank you, pal, for your valuable time today. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the night.
I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.